Good evening guys, this is Sumaiya. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to import IFC files from Sketchup into the DIALux. Earlier, we used to export 3ds files from Sketchup, but that method often came with few issues, especially with complex projects. Thankfully, with the IFC import, many of these problems are now solved. It's much smoother and more reliable workflow. This method will be more helpful when you're working on detailed or big projects. To help you understand better, we will be working on 4 different types of projects which has different design elements, specs and scale of the project. For each one, we will explore how to export IFC and get it into DIALux. This video is super detailed, so watch the tutorial until the end so you don't miss out any important part of this tutorial. Let's get started. Here are my 4 projects. I will show you what each project is, then we will look more into detail one by one. Project 1 is this big facade project. We will not be looking into the landscape part of this, but we will focus on importing this facade in the DIALux. So this is our first project. Our second project is also a facade project, but it is more detailed with the architectural elements, the columns, the arches, etc. It's bit time consuming to construct the whole 3D model in the DIALux. So if we learn how to import it accurately in the DIALux, it will help us a lot in our projects. Next is this project. The reason I considered this project is because it's super detailed. It has a lot of those architectural elements, the details, the roof structure, the columns, the stairs, etc. When your project had these level of detailing, again it's a bit complex to construct everything within the DIALux, but let's see if we will be able to get those by importing it as an IFC in the DIALux. Our next project is this bridge project. The reason I have selected this project is when you have such complex roof structure or architectural details in your project, again it's complex to make in DIALux. So let's see how we can make use of this SketchUp files and get it into DIALux. I will also be providing the link of this all SketchUp files in the description of this tutorial. All these files are available at the 3D warehouse. You can download and use it to practice this with me. Sketchup you can download from the official website of the SketchUp, and they offer 1 month free trial, so you can make use of that one. Let's get back to the project. So project 1 is this huge facade. Now the first step is cleaning your SketchUp file. We'll be using only the 3D model which we require in the DIALux. Rest all parts which we don't need, we are going to clean it. We are going to delete it. For that, if your 3D model is all in one group or a component, right click and explode. Then select one by one and delete. Select, delete, select, delete, select, delete. Zoom extents, select, delete. You don't need to have good knowledge of the SketchUp to operate the SketchUp files. Just the basic things are good enough. So we will select and delete. Select, delete. This is the orbit tool you can use to rotate your 3D model like this. Zoom in and out from your keypad. Select, delete. Done. Now your file is clean. In other projects, project 2, 3 and 4, I will also be discussing with you different ways of cleaning the files. This is the first way wherein you can just select and delete. Now once your file is clean and ready, you'll go to Window, Model Info, Statistics, Purge Unused. Okay. Then go to the units. In DIALux, we consider meters. So we will go and change the units to meters, meters and meter cube. Okay, once everything is set, zoom extents, file, export, 3D model, and here select drop down. See, previously we used to export it as 3ds file, .3ds. Now you will select IFC 2 into 3 IFC file, .ifc, not IFC4, IFC 2 cross 3. This select export. It will take some time, and once this is done, it will show the export results. Okay. If your project is more heavy and more complex, the exporting process may take some time. Open DIALux. Import IFC. Importing IFC is a pro feature. You can use the trial version too. You get 30 days of free trial. Import IFC. This is the IFC files which we exported from the Sketchup. The file size is only 1.323 KB. That is 1.3 MB. Very less size. Select. Open. See, we are considering a facade project here. We don't have stories, we don't have rooms, so your geometry will be simple. Make sure you select everything here because you need the complete facade project. In case you have any rooms or anything and you want to skip, you can uncheck that one. For now, I will keep everything. Next, we will select the new method and finish. Your IFC is imported, but when I import, it is far from the origin where I had set. But that's not a problem. You can reset the origin, set coordinate system, click here, go to your project, zoom in and select from where your project begins. Okay, now your coordinate systems are set. So when you zoom out, it's clean. And the best part about your IFC file is your geometry is very clean. See from the top view, very nice. Let's see the 3D. Perfect. We have clean 3D model. Yes, textures are missing, but we will discuss that too, how to get the textures, but look at the geometry. The best part what I feel of using the IFC files in the DIALux Evo is the clean geometry even in the side elevations. Show you the comparison of importing 3ds file in the DIALux and importing IFC file in the DIALux. So I exported it as .3ds files and we will get it in the DIALux. This is the 3ds file, drag and drop in the DIALux. You see the geometric comparison, even from the front view, you can make the difference. See the diagonal lines in the SketchUp model, SketchUp 3ds model. Plus, look at this, it has missing elements, missing textures. Though you have the textures, you have the missing geometry, which is important for us while making the lighting simulations. Check even the side views. This is our 3ds file and this is our IFC. Look at the geometry. Here, all messy, all diagonal lines. So when you're placing the luminaires, being in the side elevations, it's very confusing. See in the other view, this is your 3ds, this is your IFC. Look at the difference. Again, messy 3D. Check the different sides of elevation. Clean. Nice. See the details. Perfect. Nice. We will draw site element. Go to site, draw rectangular floor element and we will draw it. Done. And go to the side elevations. See my site floor element is here and my building is here. Suppose if you want to position it, click on move tool and just position it properly. Escape. See, done. Now let's save the project. See, we have missing textures, but not an issue because you can easily apply or replace the material. But if you need exactly same textures which you had in your SketchUp file, so how do we get the exact textures? We can export the texture from the same SketchUp file. Let me show you how to do that. Go to File, Export, 3D Model. This time export it as .dae file. Select export and go back to the folder where you exported. This is the project one. Open. See, these are your materials. Now let's import those materials in the DIALux project. Importing is same. Create texture material. This is the material. Select the material from your destination folder. Open and replace material. If you see, when I'm clicking on replace material, though everything here appears to be gray in texture, but it is not getting replaced for all the facade structure. I will tell you more about this in the next project which we will be discussing in this tutorial itself. First, let's replace this. Done. We have placed all the facade texture. Now let's replace those window texture too. This is your project. Perfect. So this was first project. Let's close this file and study our next project. This is our second project, and the reason I have selected this one is because it has all those details of arches, the columns and the balconies, etc. Such kind of 3D models to make in the DIALux Evo is again complex and time consuming. So let's see how to import this in the DIALux as an IFC file. As I said earlier, first thing we are going to clean the file. If it is grouped as one, select, right click and explode. Then select individually and delete it. This file doesn't have too much of things to be cleaned. That's it. Check the file. If there is anything you want to remove from this project, you can. Those chandeliers are not required, so you can select and delete individually. Or what you can do is go to this component, click the small icon here, select in model, scroll down and it will show you what all 3D models you have within this one. So you have this chandelier, you can directly delete from here. For that, first click here, place it, escape, keep it selected, go here and delete. It will say you that it will delete all the instances. Okay, see, with one click everything got deleted. So this is other way of cleaning your project. Okay, once you're okay with your file, select everything, extends, window, model info, statistics, purge your units are correct, file, export, 3D model, project 2. Again, if you're exporting it as IFC4, it will not get imported into the DIALux. So be sure you're exporting in IFC2 cross 3 itself. Export. Done. Export is complete. Okay. We'll open the DIALux. Import IFC. This is your project 2. File size is not 12 MB. Open. Again, I'm selecting everything here because I'm importing the complete facade. Next, finish. Your file is imported, looks good in the 2D. Again, coordinate system, if you want to reset, select this and place wherever you need the coordinate system. 3D, wow, nice. The best part about IFC is it don't have that missing textures, diagonal lines and missing elements. Here, other best part is project which we used. The textures, the colors were missing. We had imported in a grayscale, but when we are importing this one, it retains a color. In the windows, we don't have the window texture. Everything is in the same color of the facade we have. Okay, now you can easily replace that one. You will go to the material, create color material, white color, transparent, degree of transmission some 30, reflection factor around 50 and replace material. If you see closely here, you have that frame of the window. Even for that, the material got replaced. Dealing with material, the textures in the IFC file is that when you pick material here, see the hex code of everything is same. Hex code is B59E77 for this color. Pick material, even if you click on the windows here, it is again the same hex code. But if all the hex codes are same, then when I'm replacing the material, why it is not getting replaced? The reason is, though the hex codes for all are same, the material tag is different. If you click on balcony, see the material tag is different. Click on columns, it's different. Click on windows, it's different. Okay. Now, since here the material got replaced even for the frame, I will just make the frame color black and apply material. Done. So this way, for the textures, you might have to work a little bit for the IFC models, but your geometry is correct. Okay, let me fix this. Done. Let's add some floor element, draw rectangular floor element, select and draw, apply some material. Done. Clean geometry even in the side views. This is so good. Verify even the scale of the project. We didn't measure it. The height of this project is around 15 meters. Let's measure it in our Sketchup file too. Tape measure from here till here, 15.9. Here to here, 15.9. So the scale is also correct. So this way you can easily import your files. Now let's head to our third project, which has more complex geometry. Extend. Now here I have nothing much to delete. I just have the site element. If you want to clean any of other details, you can clean too. I think it's perfect. The reason I use this file is even in the windows, inside this windows, you have that frames, the details, the architectural details. Here too you have those details. I want to cross check if we are able to import even those details in our model. I will be much happier even if I could import even the outer structure, but let's see. So we'll extend window, model info, statistics, purge unused, units, meters, meter square, meter cube, file, export, 3D model, export as IFC, export. Wait for some time. Import IFC. This is our project. Open. Let's import everything. Next. Finish. Let's wait. Project is imported. Again, I'm repeating, if you have bigger projects, have some patience until the file is imported in the DIALux. It's better than investing 2 to 3 days on making the 3D model. Well, the imported IFC looks good from the top plan view. We'll go to the 3D. Wow, I love the geometry. Let's check the details. Though the external geometry is nice, you can see all those structural details. Even those minute details in the architecture are imported well. Nice. But I don't have this window frame designs visible here, nor it's visible here. Though the structure is visible, but there was this glass texture and windows above, that those are not visible. The good geometry, because if you're doing a facade project, you might be focusing on the main elements of the facade to accentuate. Let's place the floor element. If I have complex geometry project like this one, of course I'm going to go with the IFC import itself, even if some elements of this are missing when import, because this can be easily fixed. Like maybe you can make a new window using an object. We will discuss that in the next tutorials of how to fix in detail. But for now, this is good enough. Now, our next project to discuss is the bridge. The reason I had considered this bridge project is because of this roof structure. This kind of roof structures making in the DIALux is quite complex. Even if you use the same Sketchup file, but if you're importing as .3ds files, there's a possibility that textures, the elements will go missing from this imported Sketchup file in the DIALux. So let's see if we will be able to fix such issues with the IFC import. First step, cleaning the file. Here I think I will be cleaning only the 3D models of this people. Here, just select and delete because we don't have much. Zoom extents. If your file is not properly zoomed out, it means that you have some or the other small components placed a little bit away in your file. So select and delete. Zoom again, much better now. Once your file is ready, window, model info, statistics, purge unused, go to units, meters, meter square, meter cube, close, file, export, 3D model. We'll save it as IFC. IFC is exported. Okay, we'll go to the DIALux. Import IFC. This is your project. Open. We'll keep everything selected here. Next, let's see this one first. New method and finish. Wow, I'm a bit nervous to see the 3D, but let's check. Perfect. Excellent look at the structure, the details. Such complex 3D. Imagine if you have to make everything in the DIALux, how time consuming and how much difficult it might be. Now let's add some textures for this. Excellent. Perfect. I love this project. Nice. Let me walk you around. I hope you enjoyed watching this walkthrough video of the bridge. I'm also providing a combo workshop of making a video presentation, the DIALux. It includes 3 different types of videos: a walkthrough video, light scene video, and RGB transitions video. This video workshop are not limited only to the DIALux. It's more than that. I will also be teaching you different editing tools. Both the workshops will be online, one-to-one, and if you are willing to join this workshop, you can drop me an email or you can message me on any of my social media pages, and I will send you across the details of the workshop. Now this is another project in which I have placed the lighting and I have also done the calculation. So I will show you the lighting effect on the IFC model of the SketchUp in the DIALux. As I said, the most nice thing of getting an IFC file in the DIALux is the geometry, clean geometry. If you see the side elevations and if you see the positioning, it's a lot easier and clear for placing the luminaires. So you can easily read your project in the DIALux coming from the side views and position the lighting properly. Let me run the calculations for this project. Calculation is completed. You can see the light effect. Nice. The lighting effect is also good. Plus you can even place your calculation surfaces on this, either on the surface or you can draw the calculation object. I had also rendered this image. Looks good. In the upcoming tutorials, we will be discussing more about the IFC files, different file formats, and we'll be learning more about the pro features of the DIALux Evo. So this is it guys in this video. If you found this video helpful, please do hit a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned to explore more in DIALux with me. Thank you.